For those of you who are facing prison, no one is excited and volunteering to go. But know this, prison is temporary. I know because I've been there. Doesn't matter the number of months, eventually it's over. You can be productive though, and there are several ways how, which will contribute to an earlier release. First is agreeing to take all of the First Step Act programming that is offered. These programs have credits attached to them, and these accumulated credits all go towards early release. Additionally, you can also read books while you're there, and I'm not talking about Stephen King or Tom Clancy books, but if you can have books sent to you, which are books on history, business, philosophy, books where you can learn something. And then for both of these topics, journal, document all that you've learned and how each of them in their own way have contributed to knowledge that you didn't know and how it has changed how you think and how possibly you can implement the ideals for when you leave prison and start your new life. Why these are important is because case managers, they have a job too. And their job is to be able to demonstrate incremental improvement in their inmates that are under their domain, if you will, that they're responsible for. And it's very likely that you'll be the one of a very few that will show up to each of their meetings with a nice softback notebook of sorts that you can get in Amazon that has pages that you can write on that are documented, dated day by day, week by week. Maybe they have some sort of inspirational message on them so that they'll get into prison. And then you'll be able to show them that you've taken the programming class and the teacher was this good and you're grateful for the opportunity and you've learned this. And the books that you've read has been by this author and it was about this subject and you really had a great takeaway from it. And these were lessons learned, and potentially this was how you could put it to use. And the case managers will then take this information and think that they have a really good changed person under their purview that they then can maybe help get towards home closer to home. And so it works, it's a two-way street because the case managers and all the employees that are there that are working with you definitely, they need to have benefit because it's a job. So they need to have a benefit for them also. And so this is that benefit that they can show to their employers, which will be, because it's a bureaucracy, to the people that are over them and up the chain to the warden. Welcome and hello. My name is Marc Blatstein, and I'm the physician and founder of Physician Pre-Sentence Report Service. My focus has always been being prepared, and in this case, for all of you, learning from my mistakes. I've been in practice for over 30 years, which is in pediatric medicine and surgery. And unfortunately, this was interrupted by an early 6 a.m. knock at my front door, which likely some of you have also experienced, and then again at 8 a.m. at my practice, disturbing both patients and staff alike. This, unfortunately, was a problem that I created, and as a result, I pled guilty to a felony and was convicted of a felony white-collar offense, and eventually sentenced to time within the BOP. After my release, and with the support of colleagues from different parts of the country, I was able to, after years of hard work, to get my license to practice fully restored in the year 2010. Around that time, I also chose to use my skills in medicine with my understanding of the BOP to assist those of you who, like me, find themselves facing the criminal justice system. So I was totally unprepared. It is my hope that I'm able to make you prepared with the tools and resources that I've made available, because in prison, as in life, preparation is survival. And while your stay in prison will be temporary and a bit disturbing at times, The goal is to be productive and keep it as short as possible. So from here, I'm going to go and attempt to share the screen with you. Let's see if I can do that. And there we go. So, as I said, the goal is the BOP to know up front is temporary. And it's going to be unsettling because it was for me. I was that guy in headlights, the deer in headlights. The goal is for you to go into it with some of your confidence and come back with confidence and with a reentry plan. Whether you are at the police stage, the trial phase, before the pre-sentence interview, the earlier you begin preparation, the better. And this is what made you successful in your work business life. It's the same skill you're going to use here. And this also goes for reentry planning, which we're going to start beforehand. You also need to be self-motivated, which goes hand in hand with being successful. You also need to begin preparing, and your preparation starts with preparing for your sentencing hearing, your pre-sentence interview, and it's going to take a month or so to begin to draft your own personal narrative, because that is going to go ahead and dictate your future. Your attorney will know the law, but they're not going to know all the nuances to be able to advocate for you in prison. They're not going to be with you there. You've got to decide who's going to provide for your total outcomes regarding your stay in federal prison. You need to decide who is going to provide for your future. So preparation equals survival, and preparation has to prepare you for disappointment. There will be disappointing news from home for some. There will be rumors in prison. Some of them will deal with regarding release dates. The the First Step Back has been in the news, plagued with lots of disappointment. You may have issues with food, mail, lockdowns, things you cannot control. It's like paying taxes. What you can control is how you deal with it. This is you. Following our process, no infractions. Stay out. You want to get out the earliest. Don't get in trouble. No cell phones. Don't pay people to do your jobs. You don't want to do that. You want to follow all of the programs. Take as many as possible. Don't turn down when they're offered. Keep a journal, document everything that you've read and done and programs you've taken with gratefulness, so that you can document how these have changed your life. If you're going to play ball, wonderful, but read some, not unless you are going to make $1 million from a team that is offered to pay you once you're released. Understand that your case managers also want to see that your incremental progress, because they're also in it for them. They want to be able to do well with their bosses. So they're interested in this radio station. What's in it for me? WIIFM. So your options: preparation for a successful reentry, life after release. I wish everyone luck. I am here for you. Consultations with me are definitely no obligation. You can give me a call for sentence report service, no matter where you are within the process. Understand that no one can guarantee any outcome. The BOP and the judge can do what they want at any time. I hope you have all a good day.